Welcome back for Stitching Your Story Piece by Piece. We are in week 3, day 2. As a preteen, my family spent about 6 months living with my grandparents in Maine. As soon as we settled, my grandmother, Grandma was her chosen grandmotherly name, made sure that the sewing machine found a home in my bedroom. It was one of those machines that was built into the table. I promptly began aspiring to all the projects I could make with it. Of course, it's only natural that I should start with big dreams, so I chose a twin quilt. Grandma graciously donated the closet full of Grandpa's old shirts for the project, and I set to work. I had no pattern, just a concept of 12 by 12 squares made up of various geometric shapes. I had the childlike faith that I was able. I could make a quilt if I set my mind to it. I was not yet bound by the harsh judgments of my perfection that often enters with adulthood. Isn't this the picture that Jesus painted of children? In the book of Matthew, he brings the children up on his lap and proclaims that unless we become like little children, we will not enter the kingdom of heaven. In childhood, we hold a simpler, more trusting view of life, making it easier to have faith or to be content with imperfections. As we get older, disappointments, grief, and challenges test our faith through lived experiences. We become more cognizant of how hard the world is. Often, the impossibility of something or the sheer size of a task may make us want to shrink back in fear of moving forward. It is not belief in us, but the humility to believe in God who is able. One day, a man brought his demon-possessed son to Jesus, asking for deliverance for the boy. Yet his petition ended with the words, "If you can." Jesus questioned this. Did the father really believe? The father recognized his own unbelief and asked God for the help to believe. To live in peace, belief is foundational. We must work at training our heart to believe like a little child, asking for God to help us in our unbelief. Read Matthew 18, 1 through 6. At that time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Who then is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He called a little child to him and placed the child among them. And he said, "Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever takes the lowly position of this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes one such child in my name welcomes me. If anyone causes one of these little ones, those who believe in me, to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large millstone hung about their neck or to be drowned in the depths of the sea." Reflect. Are there ways in which you think you have childlike faith? What areas do you feel you struggle to find hope and belief? Prayer. Father, I want to believe with the audacity of a little child, but I struggle to believe for so many reasons. In my heart, I struggle to believe that you are a good father, that you are for me, and that you have a good, meaningful plan for my life. I ask for help in my unbelief. Amen. Power prayer for week 3. Thank you for being my good shepherd, providing me rest, nourishment, and all that I need. Be sure to stay connected for the next reading of Stitching Your Story. Grab the paperback or ebook on Amazon and stay tuned for updates about the translation of Stitching Your Story into Albanian for Come and Sew Ministries International.